Ooh, man. Guess where your boy just came from? The Rock Nation Brunch, baby. And I got a lot to tell y'all. First off, a lot of y'all may know this, but the only way you can go to the Rock Nation Brunch is with a Rolex, right? That Jay-Z personally sends as an invite. But what they don't tell you is that this Rolex is actually a key to another dimension. And that when you align your Rolex with the portal, it allows you access into that dimension. Think about it. It was brick, right? It's been brick this whole weekend. How come it was so sunny over there, right? It's in another dimension. But anyways, I get over there. I see Meek to a distance. I'm like, yo, Meek. And Meek's like, Jet. I went down over there. I saw he was with Lil Baby and Lil Uzi Vert. So I dapped him up real quick. And then all of a sudden, Meek starts to battle rap. And now I'm a little nervous because I'm like, I don't know what he's going to say. And it did get a little personal. He said something like, hold on, wait a minute. Jada, wait a minute. And I was just like, nah, man, this is not for me. So I stepped away. And then I headed over to my seat. And I was sitting right next to DJ Khaled. And it was all cool in the beginning. But then, you know how when you go to these fancy events, there's somebody coming around with a plate. And they have different foods. In this case, it was beef Wellington. So they're coming around with the beef Wellington and a toothpick. And this man, DJ Khaled, takes the whole platter. So like I'm sitting next to him, so the food never comes to me. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yo, man, this man's really eating. There was like 10 platters that came by, and every single one, DJ Khaled just took the whole thing. They were gonna serve us food after, but he was still eating that. I said, man, DJ Khaled, like, are you gonna save some for the rest of us? And then this man had the audacity to go, perhaps. I said, all right, no, man, I gotta get out of here. I went over to the bar to get me some bottomless mimosas. And I saw Sweetie, Thames, they were chopping it up with Damson Idris. So I went up to Damson Idris because I was like, man, you know, this is probably my chance to show him my Snowfall impression of him. Because, man, I've been practicing that shit for a while. So I went up to him, I didn't warn him or anything. I just figured the element of surprise would help deliver it better. So I tapped him on the shoulder, he turned around, and I just went, I built this shit, me, brick by brick, and I'll be damned if I let you tear this down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. And the man, he looked at me dead in my eyes. I'm telling you, looked me dead in my eyes and said, wow, that is the greatest impression of that scene I've ever seen in my life. How would you like to be on the next season of Snowfall? I was gassed, yo, gassed. I walked away. I was like, oh, of course. And then he said, we'll talk. I walked away. I'm like, all right, maybe his agent will talk to my agent. I got to go get me an agent, all this, all that stuff. But then it dawned on me that the last season of Snowfall was coming up right now, like this month. And so once I put that together, I said, man, Damson Idris, I'm going to get you back for that for sure. But anyways, around this time, Jay-Z comes out. And I'm like, whoa, this is my first time seeing this man. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. He comes out, he dings the champagne flute, and all of a sudden, Lil Uzi Vert comes out. There's a grand piano just sitting beside Jay-Z. Lil Uzi comes out, he fluffs his jacket, sits down and plays Mozart's Symphony Number 40. I only know this because I Shazammed it while he was playing it and they picked it up. So that's how good he was playing that. So as Uzi is playing this, Jay-Z starts thanking everybody for coming, says, I hope, it wasn't that hard traveling through space and time to get here. And then, starts to name out some people's decorations, their accomplishments over the recent years. Jay-Z's a real humble dude. It was a very nice sight to see. Then all of a sudden, we just hear this angelic voice start to permeate the room. And then I started picking up on the notes, and I was like, I heard this before. Like the same rip. And turns out, of course, I heard it in the Dubai video. And I look up. And I see Beyonce start to descend from the sky. And everybody's just like, people taking out their phones. And literally their phones are disintegrating in their hands. Because you gotta understand, this is another dimension. And it's not our rules. So the phones start to disintegrate and she just floats down. And then their phones reappear again. But what she was wearing, I was just like, wow. Like her fashion was legit from outer space. So that's how you know she's used to this dimension and stuff. But anyways, she comes down and stands right next to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z finishes off everything he has to say, and everybody breaks off for brunch. I seize this opportunity. I'm like, wow, Beyonce's right here. I gotta ask her. So I went up to Beyonce And I was like, "Hi, Miss Knowles, Carter. Can you hook me up with a couple of those tickets? I'd like to take someone to go see your show." And then all of a sudden, she stares at me in my eyes, and all of a sudden I start to get dizzy, and things start to fade in and out, and then I hear that. And as soon as that she carried that note, I blacked out, and I woke up at the portal. And so I try to show my Rolex back up to get back in, but my access was denied. So I think it's a one-time use sort of thing. But yeah, that's what happened at the Rock Nation brunch. It was a great time, and I can't wait to do it again. Peace.